Greetings, fellow Saiyans, Digidestined Tamers, and other life forms. Welcome back to Saiyan TCG. Today's video, we have the new starter deck to open up, or the advanced deck now. So yeah, I went to my local to do the event. It was $30. You got the starter deck for free, or included in your thing, not free. Because it costs this new one costs 30 because it comes with sleeves and then 10 bonus reprints. Honestly, the sleeves are kind of cool, but like I wish that Bandai would more like sell the sleeves and stuff in stores. Like back in Super, they had like a deal through with like Ultra Pro, and they would print like play mats, sleeves, and stuff like that. I wish that they would do that for this game, so then it's like easier to get the sleeves instead of having to do like Bandai Premium. Takes money. You have to like pre-order months in advance and then get the sleeves or the play mat. But yeah, so I mean, it's cool, but like paying $60 to get 2 starter decks to get play sets of stuff, and then the reprints are like one-ofs, except for one card is a 2-of. So it's like if you want to get a play set of those things, either you buy 4 of them to get a play set, or you have to buy 2 and then pick up the singles, which probably are going to be marked up by people, since they're going to be like, it's a $30 product. We're going to include some of that cost in the singles. So these are the sleeves. So it has basically like kind of blast mode, because it has the wings and the guns, and then a bee, and then the Digimon in purple. So that's my second set, because I already have one. Oh, and for attending the event, you got this Impmon with the stamped for the cup, which I just found out that for next month, they're like locals should be doing events, and you can get packs to get, or you're gonna get one of these, I think, including with your like tournament pack that you normally get. And then if you win, I think you're gonna be able to get a like the stamped one that was the EX2 super rare for the deck. They're gonna reprint it, or you're gonna be able to get that too. So like I see a bunch of people like selling them for like $80, but it's like now it's not just this event that you're gonna be able to get it. So like, I don't know, if you're trying to get the stamped ones, maybe wait. I think maybe they're gonna give out the packs where you could get, because when you went to the event, you also got a pack that came with 2 of the starter deck specific cards foil, I believe. But I've seen that there was like the Impmon from EX2 also foil, so it might be more cards. I'm not sure. And I threw away the pack, so I can't tell you off the top of my head how many it was, but I swore it said like 12 cards. So I got Rivals Barrage and the new Iron Mako from the starter deck as a stamp foil. I didn't do too good. That's definitely my fault, because after I came back, because I mean, you weren't really supposed to be like building your own deck. A lot of people played decks that they brought with them, but I decided to play this deck. But I also brought cards to like make changes, but I was too hyped up on the commotion that I just put 4 level 5s in my deck. So like I was trying to like get to my level 6s, but I only had 4 level 5s, and I didn't realize that was why I was having such a hard time trying to find the cards. But it all makes sense now after the fact. So yeah, you get the deck with 1 stack, you get the reprints in another stack, you also get this playmat, That's a paper playmat. So you got Digimon on one side with his flame. Then of course you got his Mega on the other side. Like, I think Bandai could make so much money if they would just actually start making some of these into actual playmats, but I'm sure somebody's probably like scanning it and like getting it turned into an actual playmat or something. But yeah. So with this deck, it's all foils in the deck. So every card that comes in here is a foil. And then you have the chance, which from what some people were saying is like one in like a case of starter decks, which is 64 decks. You could get the alt art of the starter rare Beelzemon in the all purple alt art thing. So that's like some people are like, that's gonna be crazy to the moon money. So you get your, of course, your little rule guides. Then you get your memory gauge with Digimon. It's basically the same design as the playmat, just with a memory gauge. Alright. So, as I said, every card is foil in this, so people that like that rarity, the only higher rarity would be to get like the stamp ones. So you got Yaman. His inheritable is when attacking, once per turn, if this Digimon has Wizard or Demon Lord in its trades, trash the top 2 cards of your deck. So it helps you with like milling and like, you know, this deck loves milling cards and getting effects off mill, so good for that. It doesn't pop off though if you're Impmon, so swinging with Impmon isn't going to get you the trashing effect though, because he's evil, but he's not a wizard or demon lord. So you get the new Impmon. It's foiled and textured, kind of like you know, like the Vmon and the Guilmon from the starter decks, or like the newer ones like like the Imperial Dramon and stuff like that. So it's like textured and foiled. And then his when attacking is, if you have 20 or more cards in your trash, you may digivolve this into a Beelzemon from your trash for a cost of 3, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. And then his inheritable is, once per turn, when the card is trashed from your deck, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. I'd say this is a good 4 of, because since you're trashing, you never know what you're going to hit. And like being able to just warp into it, and like for the cost of 3, because before with the BT2 one, you had to evolve for 4. So now you got a 3 cost. So you're going to want 2 of that. You're going to either have to buy 2 decks or buy 1 deck and get singles for that one. Next card we have is Candlemon, which is a 3 cost, 1000 power. On play, trash the top 2 cards of your deck. On deletion, if you have 10 or more cards in trash, draw 1 card. I didn't really play this when I took it out and, like, you know, put mostly like the Impmons and all that stuff with other effects. But I mean, if you want to run that one, probably good. Next card is Fascomon. He's a blocker, 3 cost, 2000 power. Your turn, this Digimon can't attack players. I mostly took this one out too when I was playing. But I think this is going to be good for like the Beelzemon deck, I believe, since like Fascomon's like his rookie or whatever. So I mean, Some of these cards you may not use, but you're gonna probably save them. Sorry about that, guys. Weird. My camera just shut off. So, next card we have is Digimon. I didn't play this either, but he has an effect of on play, trash the top 2 cards of your deck, and he has blocker. Probably would have been a good addition since it trashes your cards. Next we have Witchmon. When Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, and then Heritable. The Digimon has Wizard or Demon Lord in its trades, gets 2,000. Foiled. Then we have a new Beelzemon. So, he has a kind of a similar ability to the BT10 one. So he has a when Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, and then his second when Digivolving is this card gains on deletion. There are 10 or more cards in your deck. You can play a Beelzemon from your trash without paying its cost. So sometimes you can actually use this skill. When I was playing in the tournament, so I Digivolved into my Mega. I swung. They killed it with something, or like one of their Digimon had retaliation, and then I was able to play it again for free, which was kind of hilarious. And then his inheritable is, if it has Wizard or Demon Lord, it gains 2,000. So you have this with Witchmon, that's plus 4,000. Now this is your new Mega, which is the card that you can get as the alt art. So he's a 12,000 or 12 cost, 12,000 power, Digivolves for 4. He has a when Digivolving, trash the top 4 cards of your deck. All turns when a card is trashed from your deck, gain 1 memory for every 10 cards in trash. So you gain memory, and then if you hit like other things that gain memory, you'll gain that memory too, to kind of keep it your turn. Then your turn, when a card is trashed from your deck, this card gains security attack plus 1 for the turn, so he gains plus 1, which is pretty good. And that's for the turn, so then if you Digivolve into the blast mode, he keeps the plus 1. Next we have is Beelstar. So she's a 13 cost to play, 11k DP. When you would play this card from your hand, reduce the play cost by 4 for every 10 cards in trash. And then all turns when a card is trashed from your deck, you may play 1 Impmon from your trash without paying the cost. The card that's played with this card gains Rush. And then opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks, trash the top card of your deck. So that could be like, if you memory choke your opponent and then they go to 0 by Digivolving, and then they attack and you mill like the Death Cannon or something that gains you 1 memory, or the Wizardmon, you could basically end your turn right there. Next we have the new Blast mode. This card has, when this card is trashed from your deck, you could delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon. And then for every 10 cards in your trash, you increase the level of this effect by 1. So if you have 30 cards in trash, you can delete a level 6. 40 cards in trash, you can kill a level 7. And then when Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon. If you have 20 or more cards in your trash, you can gain 3. So he costs 4, so then you get making him a 1 cost to Digivolve. Then I showed the new Iron Mako, but the new Iron Mako's skill is on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Evil, Wizard, Demon Lord in its traits from among them to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. Then your turn, when your Digimon evolves into a purple Digimon, by suspending this tamer, return 1 card from your hand to the top of your deck and gain 1 memory. So this, you work with this in tandem with like your other effects. Like you'll put a card that when it gets milled, you'll gain a memory, so then you'll get 2 memories back from this, which was a pretty sweet combo. Next we have is Rivals Barrage, which can go with the Iron Mako. So it's a 7 cost. This card has, when this card is trashed from your deck, you may place it in your battle area. Activate main from the hand. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. And then it has an activate main delay, which is if you played it by trashing it, it's return one Digimon or Tamer card, or one purple Digimon or Tamer card from your trash to your hand. And then its security is delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. Next, so I think that's all the newer cards. The rest of them are like the reprints. So you have Impmon from BT2, which is on deletion, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. And it's a 3 cost 1000 DP. So now you got foils of that one. Next one is the reprint of the P77 Wizardmon that has the when trash from deck, gain 1 memory, and then when attacking, you reveal 1 purple card in your hand, return it to the top of the deck. So you could set up for being able to trash certain cards that you want to get trashed. So that was a pretty good one, especially since he's kind of necessary. He's necessary for the deck. Next, you have a reprint of Skull Satamon from BT8. That on devolving, trash 2 cards from your deck, then return 1 card with Demon Lord from your trash. And then inheritable, when a card is trashed from your deck, gain 1 memory. And then we have 4 of the Deathslinger reprinted in foil. So that's it for the cards that come in the deck. There are reprints for the deck too that are in this separate pile. But starting off with a reprint of my boy Beelzemon, where he's doing the Warp Digivolution. And you see him flying in the air, and then you even see like I think it's Bearmon right there. So I think it's like a reference to Digimon World 3, which is why I have Digimon World 3 in the back. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to put this in my deck. I already put, because I opened the one to play, so I already put one of these, but I was saving this one to open it up on the channel. So we got Digimon, and then we also have the Warp Vmon, which is cool. She's doing like the V punch, punching through like a wall or something. Pretty cool. Then we have Argomon, which I know a lot of green players are gonna like that one, because it's pretty good egg for the memory gain. Then we got Tactical Retreat, which I didn't even know that this was gonna be in this one. Because I swear this was from, like, the Tamer box, and it's weird that we got this reprinted in here. But I think it's, like, hilarious art with... Basically reminds me of, like, a JoJo scene with Leomon running with Harrismon and Mekumon from Rebellymon blowing stuff up in the background. Then we got the Tsunorizumon, which... that looks sick. I'm definitely going to be putting this in my black decks that I run. Didn't have the card before, even though it was also in the adventure box. I didn't open that many, so I didn't get it. So I just need 2 more copies now, and I have my playset of this, which is nice. Then we have Pagumon, which is on deletion, trash top 2 cards of your deck. I think some people are using this as their 5th egg for the deck, just because it helps with trashing. Then we have a alt art reprint of EX2 Impmon. So, I mean, that's pretty cool art. He's like throwing some wanted posters of himself. And then Dracomon's right there. Him and Dracomon are wanted. And they're knocking down their wanted signs, and then he's burning it with his attack. So you get 2 of those. And then we got the Beelzemon from BT2 reprint. So he's the alt art. So this is a new alt art to the other one. That, man, my camera just keeps turning off. So I don't know where I got cut off, but yeah, you get a reprint of the BT2 now with a different artwork. So this kind of helps. Like this, I'll say this deck was pretty good for players that want to play this deck and that they didn't have the cards before, because you get a BT2 reprint, but I think you'd rather play the newer ones. But it's still cool in case you want to play this one, just because he does get to warp. It just gives you more options. And like, really the only things that you need now are like the EX3 stuff, like the Iron Mako Tamer for that one, the SR, and then maybe a copy of the old Blast Mode, but the new Blast Mode's pretty good too, so you might not even need that one. I don't know, I wasn't really on the deck before. I just kind of got it just because I like the reprints too, and I was like, I'll see what it's like. And then the final card, the Holy Grail itself, the X Antibody. Which, love it or hate it, a lot of people don't like it. X Antibody is still alive and kicking after the ban list. Like, I love this art. You got Alphamon X, or Alphamon just because he doesn't have an X Antibody. But I meant to say you got Omnimon X. And then you have Death X in the background. I definitely want to get some more of this just to put it in my decks. But like, getting for multiple X Antibody decks is probably going to be ridiculously hard. Because I know if the pre-release X Antibody is like $30 or something dollars, this is probably going to be up there. Maybe $20, who knows. Maybe, hopefully less, since it's guaranteed in the deck box. But like I said, with the increased price of the starter deck, who knows what people are going to be doing with this card. But yeah, like I was saying, next month they should be doing more like special events, not like that you get the starter deck or anything, but you should be getting like more like prize support. And then the winner card is going to be this card, except with winner on the side, like it was for this event that I went to. So like, this card is like crazy expensive, like $25+, and it's like you're gonna probably need 2 or 3 of these, maybe more. So it's like, I'm hoping that the price for this card goes down, because like, I only got this one. I didn't get it when it was like cheap, because I didn't have BT2 stuff, the BT2 super rare, since like back when that set came out, that was really hard to find. So it's like, I didn't really open that much of it. So I was like, it's going to be a pain and a hassle to track down all these cards and like all this other stuff just to be able to play this deck, and then the promo Wizardmons. So I was just like, yeah, no, this is probably going to be too expensive. And then it's like, this card was so cheap, if I would have gotten it, and then this got reprinted, this got printed with reprints of basically most of the stuff that you need, I would have been sitting pretty good. But hindsight 2020, I guess. But yeah, like how the deck works, maybe if I would have had more level 5s when I played it, I probably would have had a better time. But I mean, it's kind of interesting. I kind of don't like the whole like using trash, because then you gotta remember what's in your trash and keep track of how many cards are in your trash. I felt like when I was playing, I was probably like really slow when I was playing, and I hope people didn't take it the wrong way, but it's like, I literally don't usually play purple decks. I mostly like playing red or blue or green. Like I usually was moving towards those. I like some black decks. I liked Alphamon when it was around. I mean, I'm looking for that. I'm looking forward to that Alphamon support when we get the newer cards. That way we can start playing again. But like, yeah. Purple, not really my thing. I play Bagra sometimes, which was like three of the decks that I played were all playing Bagra. I was like, dang. Everybody's playing the deck I was playing. I was expecting people to be playing this deck, so I like cited in Gazimons because I was like, alright, so if this deck works with trying to gain memory, I'm going to choke my opponent. And then instead everybody was playing Bagra. I was like, it would be cool if I included the Psych mod to prevent reduced costs, but I didn't. So yeah. I mean, I'll probably try this one more, like a couple times, and then of course it's getting more support next set with all the X antibodies. So you get Impmon, Wizardmon, Valmon, and Beelzemon X antibodies. So this deck's not going to be going anywhere soon. It's getting more support. I mean, next set is going to be fire. I mean, like, there's so many decks I want to play with from next set that's like, I'm going to have to pick up all these cards. So, yeah. Well, that's it for this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you got it. Let me know if you pulled that Altar purple card, man, because you probably hit the jackpot on that. It's sounding like it's going to be a Ghost Omnimon search type of deal. But who knows? Maybe it'll be easier. Maybe it's just skewed because of this is still pre-release time. The deck's not officially released. It's only you could get it if you went to one of these pre-release events. So let me know. Did you pull the purple? So yeah, that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe. I do appreciate it. And as always, the same TCG. Till next time.